am punished by doing the recap for this one this week because that seems fair. I'm the only player that was there last week, and I did do a lot.
Yes, you did do a lot.
I have a novel of you.
Yep.
What are you drinking, Lars?
I am drinking the melon gin that I talked about.
Neat.
It is quite refreshing. It has... No, I'm not drinking it neat. I'm not a
It looks like you are
maniac.
holding a bottle. You're holding a glass.
I'm holding a glass. I'm
Oh.
I'm not a maniac.
I thought you were just mainlining gin.
I'm not in that point of madness yet.
Yeah,
It hasn't been that hard. It's a bottle. It's a GT. It's a gin and tonic.
God.
I'm gonna be real gin and tonic. I don't think I've ever had it, but I've had gin and I've had tonic, and they're both disgusting.
They're better together.
They are better together, but
that's fair. They both just kind of taste like old socks to me. So
no.
Together,
No,
maybe
they
I'd be
don't.
willing to try it. I'm willing to try most things, but it doesn't sound appetizing.
I'll make you a gin and tonic when you come to England.
Okay.
With good.
Sounds
beer.
good. Sounds good. I admit I have not had much of it just because I've tried it a time or two and went, I don't like that flavor.
I didn't like gin originally, but then I was like, a few years ago, I thought, oh, I'm just gonna have a gin and tonic to try it because I tried it before, I didn't like it. I tried it, kind of like it.
Neat gin is not something you drink.
Unless it's very specific gins. There's a few I would drink. They're closer to like a whiskey because they're like darker spirits. Ooh,
that
sounds nice.
Some are, but like 98% of them are not.
There's a very minimal amount you should drink neat.
Mm-hmm.
And those ones you should drink neat don't really taste so much of gin.
Yep.
It's a different kind of gin flavor.
Yeah, there is an elderflower one that tastes quite good, but
I've got a monkey one down. It's monkey something downstairs, but it's like aged gin. So it's like a. Oh, there's Japanese yuzu and cherry blossom one, which is just delicious.
Right, I'm gonna mix myself one more before we start.
Yep, I'm updating my notes because I realized I never took notes for the last session.
Squid ink gin is lovely.
Interesting.
Tonic is fun though because it reacts with I mean the purple tea blossoms. I think they are, and it turns from because it starts as purple, and then when you pour it starts as pink, but when you pour the gin in, it goes blue.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen that happen. It's really cool chemistry.
Yeah.
Alex, do you want to help me think of a word here for my notes? It's not super important. I'm trying to. Here's what the note says. She was not killed, but she did retreat. Hattie called after her and said that we held no ill will and was willing to have a conversation if she wanted to approach in a more blank manner. I was thinking polite or cohesive, but neither of those are quite the vibe I'm looking for. They're kind of both ends of the spectrum. What's that?
Cooperative?
Cooperative is a lot closer.
Cooperative. Peaceful.
Like, you know, the thing that I have in mind, like if she wants to... Collaborative. That's the word I was looking for. That's what I said. Cooperative was almost it, but I had a word stuck in the back of my brain. Collaborative manner. There we go. Thank you. That was extremely helpful.
That's never really gonna happen.
We'll see. It's that would be Hattie's approach. She's like, this lady just came out.
It's kind of half showing. Oh, it's called ampersand. I love the fact it's so grammatical.
That is
The moose is fighting you, Lars.
The moose is fighting me. Stop it, moose.
It really is. Like, the moose just blocks it out 2 seconds later.
Stop it, moose god.
It's anti-advertising.
No. It's a Spanish one. It's a premium gin melon flavor. It is Alma del Sur and Melon Dulce.
Huh.
So it is quite nice. It gives that little bit of melon flavor to the drink, which is oddly refreshing.
But not
Yeah,
being as
no.
strong as Midori is.
No,
Because that stuff is neon and so strong. Have you seen
yes.
Midori, Travis?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's green melon liqueur, and it looks radioactive, and it doesn't
Yeah.
stop being radioactive no matter what you mix it with. It retains the color.
Mhm.
It makes me think of because I think I've seen it before, but I've also seen one that's similar. Curacao.
A blue curacao, yeah.
Curacao,
It's
yeah.
the same
That's
effect
just
but blue. Same
that one's
effect.
just a deep blue, and it is just vibrant and the
No matter what you
stickiest.
do.
Yeah.
Blue curacao is alright because it's orange flavored.
I think so. It's some kind of citrus. I don't drink it much because mostly
it's
it's
orange
just
liqueur.
sugar.
It's orange liqueur with
Oh.
Blue colouring in it.
It makes sense. I don't know why it's colored blue, but all right.
There must be a reason I don't
It was-
actually
it
know
was-
why it's coloured blue.
It was neither of our decisions.
No, we can't be blamed for this.
No, we can be blamed for a lot, but not this.
I blame Lars. Don't know why.
Hey, why does everyone blame me all the time?
No, I don't blame you for that one. You have many things
I
to be blamed for. That's not one of them.
I don't though. I don't
you
have that
do.
many things to be blamed for.
Rave.
Yes, everyone wants a good rave.
Time stop.
Yes, everyone needs to stop time sometimes.
Let's get back to it. Travis, are you ready to recap?
Yes. Did we ever learn this character's name even?
No.
I don't think she ever even told us.
She said names have power. Why should she tell you her name?
Absolutely fair. I could summon her if I had her name. So it's
a
wise of
rude
her to
thing
not
to
do
do.
that.
I have your name now. You know no peace because I can summon you.
Just randomly summon her to piss her off every few years.
It is expensive to do, but I have a spell called Gate that literally just drags any creature that I know their name of to where I want.
You also have a trick, and you also have a money income stream. Remember, you have mines.
Yeah, because we had set stuff up in Chult, in Mesro.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten all about that. I mean, there's no way for us to get the money now. We'd have to figure out ways to get there, like probably tricks.
We don't have Venmo?
No.
I don't think so.
You're out of the functional area of Venmo.
Oh no.
Yes. We have no service in the north. There's no sending reception.
No. It is.
Nothing comes in, nothing goes out, apart from tricks for some reason that no one understands.
She has deals and pacts. We do not question.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yes.
The reason is a dwarf.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I could probably explain it as Nemeth, to be honest.
Yes.
So, previously on Immortal Wanderings, we found ourselves in a precarious situation as Trix was sliding towards the slippery slope of a ice-covered cliffside.
Oh, another bad decision.
From another bad decision. I don't remember the bad decision, but it was probably, undoubtedly, a bad decision. I think it was actually just a 3 on a dex save. Hattie jumped into the rescue, throwing out her 10-foot rod, catching Trix on the end of it, digging her own hands into the ice, and eventually dragging her back somewhat easily, thanks to the not thanks to her own athleticism, but thanks to the strengthening gauntlets that she wears, making this a much easier task for her to do. She is not a wiry woman, but she is not strong like many characters are. After that, we were essentially assaulted out of the blue. We were jumped by some ancient elven figure that had instant beef with us. There was no talking to her. She simply came out of the shadows and attacked without us being aware.
That's Anti-Minotaur.
What? Anti-Minotaur?
He's got beef with him. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
I do
Okay.
apologize.
Okay.
Very few words were exchanged other than enough to know that she did not like us here and wanted to eliminate us by any means possible. So just a handful of words, and they were all angry. Hattie, seeing that this was going to be a very, very difficult fight, urged Trix to prepare for physical combat, and then proceeded to shut down magic with an anti-magic field, thus crippling what was otherwise a very powerful spellcaster. If that anti-magic field came down, we knew that we were in for a world of hurt. She referred to us as an amoeba a time or two before being pretty much beat senseless by Trix and then retreating.
Only
It
because
was
you convinced her to.
Yeah, no. It was yeah. I don't think it took much convincing to have Trix beat somebody senseless. She seems to enjoy that kind of thing.
You convinced the mage to retreat.
Oh yes, no, we convinced the mage to retreat because basically we said, look, we don't have a quarrel with you, but we will beat you to death if you insist on staying here.
At the moment, you've missed the thing I've yet to forgive you for as well.
Yes. Hattie did set up a sort of fail-safe because she doesn't have a whole lot she can do against a powerful caster or a combatant hand-to-hand without going into full dragon mode and alerting potential eyes and ears of our location, and she just wants to stay low-key. So instead, she threw down and prepared to activate the entire bag of magic beans that she has been keeping from day one, at the feet of this spellcaster. They wouldn't activate without her anti-magic shield or anti-magic field dropping. But if that field were to go down, there would be, I believe it was 8 magic beans that were ready to explode into the chaos that they cause at any moment. Luckily, that didn't happen. The woman retreated. I guess I should say entity. She appeared to be a woman, but we don't actually know for certain. The entity, the powerful spellcaster, retreated, deciding that these amoebas were worth more trouble than she wanted to spend on us. Hattie called after her, said that she was free to come back if she wanted to have a more collaborative experience, because we had no quarrel with her, and we didn't know what her deal was. But we can't just stand by and be attacked. And then, without dropping the anti-magic field, Hattie recollected and deactivated the magic beans, lest this entire corner of civilization become a pile of pyramids. And that's where we ended the episode.
Okay.
So yes, it could have gotten very chaotic.
It could. I don't really see why this beckons Alex to not forgive you.
I don't forgive him for what could have happened.
I shut down an encounter and almost ruined this corner of the map, so...
It's more than ruining the corner of the map.
Yeah.
That may have been more of an issue for me.
You do know what happens. Lars, do you know what magic beans do?
Not massively.
Well, they do a myriad of different things.
They do a myriad of different things. Let me go ahead and find and read them to you, so you know the chaos that this could have caused. This is like, Trix would have been impressed.
The giant pyramid with a mummy lord is the worst thing.
So I have 8 beans, and you cast them down, and they have a D100 table to spawn various things off of them. One of them is like this: 5d4 toadstools pop up, and those cause a DC 15 con save or 5d6 poison damage. Which, I mean, if I threw even those inside of something, it could be very, very difficult. Anyway, a geyser erupts and spouts water, beer, berry juice, tea, vinegar, wine, or oil up to the GM's feet, up to 30 feet in the air for 1d12 rounds. A treant sprouts. There's a 50% chance that the treant is chaotic evil and attacks. An animate, immobile stone statue in your likeness rises. It makes verbal threats against you. If you leave it and others come near it, it describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs the newcomers to find and attack you. It knows where you are. A campfire with blue flame springs forth and burns for 24 hours or until extinguished. 1d6 plus 6 shriekers sprout. Those are just shrieking mushrooms. They don't really do a whole lot. They just yell really loud. 1d4 plus 8 bright pink toads crawl forth. Whenever a toad is touched, it transforms into a large or small monster of the GM's choice. The monster remains for 1 minute and then disappears in a puff of bright pink smoke. A hungry Bulette burrows up and attacks. A fruit tree grows. A bunch of stuff from the fruit tree. 1d4 plus 3 eggs spring forth. DC 20 con save. Or permanently increase the creature's lowest ability score by 1 randomly.
You do not need that.
Yeah, no. On a failed save, the creature takes 10d6 force damage from an internal magical explosion. A pyramid with a 60-foot square base bursts upward. Inside is a sarcophagus containing a mummy lord. The pyramid is treated as the mummy lord's lair, and its sarcophagus contains treasures of the GM's choice. Or, on a double 0, a giant beanstalk sprouts growing to the height of the GM's choice. The top leads to where the GM chooses, such as to a great view, a cloud giant's castle, or a different plane of existence. And I had 8 of them.
Yes.
So odds of getting 1 or more pyramids were more than 0.
Or beanstalks.
It was
Or
more than
beanstalks.
0, but
Yeah, that's what I said. More than 0. It's about a 10% chance of spawning a pyramid, and I had 8 beans. So odds are pretty good for 1 pyramid, which is probably the worst of them. The rest of them are all just complicated, not necessarily anything game-breaking. Except for the one that was like 30 eggs that might give you,
But the concept of
plus
having
1.
to do 8 of those things alone is enough to give me a internal
Yes.
hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Eternal hemorrhage? Damn.
Yeah. But yeah.
So yes,
Well-
it was about to become very chaotic.
Well, he could have. And I'm proud of you for that.
I said
One
that
of these
I'd be
days I
happy
will-
about that.
One of these days I will get to use them. It is not this day.
But yes, you
Yeah.
are back up to speed.
But yes, so this is literally like 18 seconds later. Not much happened. Time-wise, this was a lot of chaos in just a few rounds. So we're gonna look back and see Dimblim like staring off into space or looking at an interesting bit of ice. What are you doing?
If Dimblem would just stand there, if it's been 6 seconds, he wouldn't really have done anything. Maybe he over here realized you were gone. Not having enough time to do anything about it, seeing you pop back in. There's
Yeah.
not a lot you can do in 6 seconds, even
No,
if you're a
yes.
Dimblem.
Yeah, he would have been like, "Do I need to
love
help
that
with
you
this?"
say that.
No, they got it.
There's not like a
As-
even if you are Dimblem.
You would just look back and see Trix in demon form curb stomping this old-looking elf woman.
Do nothing
And
particularly
Hattie
more
just
shocking to
just standing there like, "Do you want to do something?"
I'll probably support my wife's decisions.
That's
I
fair.
don't know
Um,
this old. I don't know what this old elf woman did. She probably deserved it.
If that's
So-
the logic you work on tricks, killing, and curb stomping people, there's a lot of people you're gonna let
She
die.
doesn't do it unprovoked most of the time.
And then I thought you were gonna say she doesn't do it often. I was gonna say that's bollocks.
No, but she doesn't do it unprovoked, and that has meanings.
But yes,
Well, Dimblim, you missed a bit of chaos.
Okay.
Give me a minute to catch my breath. That was a lot at once. I'm glad to know you were nearby for backup, but what have you been doing the last, minutes maybe?
I've been standing here.
what else
Ah.
would you be doing?
Well, actually, I'm not really standing. I've been hovering here.
You must not have heard the sounds of combat. I guess it wasn't much sound, just Trix yelling a couple of times, which is not that normal.
It's not really unnormal. She yells more than she talks.
True.
Honestly,
That's true. That is very true. But anyway, you missed a bit of a a bit of a skirmish the last few moments. Some strange old elf woman came out of nowhere, yelled at us a bunch, and then Trix more or less kicked her ass.
I mean, you probably deserve to get yelled at, knowing who she is.
Probably, but
But
she was more mad that we were here, I think, so we should probably make our time brief, lest more,
most
um,
people are mad that we are anywhere, if you haven't pieced it together.
that's...
People don't like us, Hattie.
Huh.
Wow, that's a very sweeping statement. People just don't
I...
like us.
Some people quite do like us. We have been welcomed into the Druid encampment. We have been welcomed into Mesro. We were welcomed
The thing
into
is,
parts of
being
Jolt, at least.
welcomed in doesn't mean you're necessarily liked. It means you are there for a necessity, and I don't think we would have been invited into the Druidic Circle if it weren't this dire and they needed our help. They are very exclusive people, seeing as they
Perhaps.
only have themselves, and
But there are many
some
others that they could have reached out to, but they chose to reach out to us.
there aren't that many others they could reach out to. I will look at you dead into your eyes, and I will say, you have to start to understand that we're starting to become some of the most powerful people there is. And there is not a lot of us around with this amount of power, and that hasn't turned to evil yet.
The words yet haunt me a little bit.
I mean, it is, well, it's not inevitable, but power,
Then
if you strive for power, it tends to lead you down a dark path.
those obsessed with power are often corrupted, yes. Okay,
And I
I see what you
flex.
mean. Those who
And
simply...
now the saga of supervillain Dimblem shall start.
the power
This is
couple.
a valid point, though. None of you actually sought power.
No,
Yeah. Interesting.
it just kept happening to us.
Yeah, he just kept stumbling upon it.
Yeah. Hattie, half of it was a weird circumstantial to her just growing up, literally, because dragons just gain a lot of power as they age.
Trix
Um,
took power. Trix took power. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But she's also the closest of us to going evil.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is the closest.
She's on the razor's edge.
She's very
She's-
grey.
Most
and that
days.
grey is getting
Very.
a shade darker every now and then.
Yeah. But a little lighter now and then. She plays the sinusoidal wave.
Yeah. Miss Dimblin was born into power.
Yes,
No,
I wasn't. I was born from power.
Yeah, and into
Yeah.
power as well. You've both been both.
Yes.
So, I think we need to make our stay brief on this glacial summit. So, we can talk about the intricacies of power and corruption later if you would like. That actually sounds like an interesting conversation. But I do think we need to get moving. It
Well,
is...
unless weird elven ladies get customed by my wife, it seems.
Yes, she did not do, She would have been formidable.
Would.
I don't... It's hard to tell, but if you've ever run across a very powerful spellcaster, they have an air to them. And this woman had that air, and she looked very, very practiced in what she did.
I will look at you again, and you will get the meaning that, yes, I'm looking at you as you are a very powerful spellcaster.
Yes, Hattie's basically saying it as if it doesn't apply to her in this moment in time.
Weirdly enough, Hattie is actually less sure of herself than you would think. But yeah,
Despite basically being an aspect or an avatar of death at this point.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, she is coming into her own, but she still has some confidence issues. Can't have perfect characters.
No.
So, but either way, we should keep moving. Should we not?
We should probably do that.
I think Trix will catch up in a minute. I still see her stomping on the ice where the lady's head used to be.
I'll look over at Trix.
I don't know if I would bother her right now.
I'll take out my whistle. And I will blow it, and it will say... Give me a second there.
Don't pee in the punch bowl.
43. It will say... Never play chess with a potato that knows your middle name.
That sounds like a bonkersism.
Yes.
You got that one from Bonkers.
I don't know. It sounds very much like a bonkers thing.
It
But...
really does sound
Yeah.
like a very bonkers thing. It's the middle name bit that brings it round.
But also like
sure,
chess playing.
I'm pretty sure this whistle is from the Feywild at this
Probably.
point.
All the shadow folk.
No
Yeah.
guarantees, but very suspiciously.
Yes. Not too familiar.
Yeah. So Hattie is
Right.
carrying was this one item if I remember correctly, the Staff of Frozen Stars?
Yes.
Okay. So Hattie is carrying a staff. Not necessarily getting ready to wield it or anything, but not sure what she wants to do with it. This very, very... Did you have an image of it, Alex, or do you want me to make it up as we go? Would you rather like me to describe it?
Time, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I have a note on it, but I don't think I have any images, so am I free to describe it, or do you have a specific image in mind?
What did I send it?
A mysterious note, top of the thing. It's just top of the list of stuff that you sent.
I think I have an image for it.
Okay. If you do, fantastic. If
I mean,
not,
you can Rhapsody if you want, while I find it.
Okay. So how do you be holding this something called the Staff of Frozen Stars? She's only just obtained it. This was the spellcaster's staff, or at least one of her staffs. It was too fast. I didn't actually see if she was even wielding this one.
Okay.
But anyway, she left this behind. It seems interesting and quite powerful. Do you have any use of a staff? Otherwise, I will store it until I can examine it in a little more detail.
I'll show it to Lars as well to help him.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think I've seen it yet either.
No, I meant the stats. I'm searching for the image.
Oh, the stats. Yeah.
As to what it does.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not massively. You know, I have a giant burning blade. I don't think I need a staff.
I had a feeling, but I thought I would offer it to you just the same. You are part of this group, and thus you get a say in what we do.
That is very nice of you.
I will see if Trix wants this later, otherwise I will put it into my collection, if I don't want to use it outright myself. Perhaps. I just haven't really had the time to go over and consider it versus what I currently have.
That is very fair.
So we will see.
I mean, the idea of beating someone senseless with a staff is always nice, but the staffs are usually used as arcade focuses.
Yes, and this one feels very potent, but I do not know exactly what it does yet.
Yet, no, I have not. I have somewhat deliberately strayed away from magic.
That's fair. You have knowledge and great power in magic, but you also have expertise in other areas.
Yes.
So, point being, let's leave Trix to the rest of the curb stomping, and shall we continue?
Continue.
Found the image.
Hooray! And we're going to try to continue up the embankment.
I'm hovering you, and if it's slippery, I can carry you. This is a
Nice to
wand.
know.
It's not a wand.
It is a wand, damn you.
It's a very large staff.
It's a very short staff, which makes it a wand.
It's a half staff.
It's a half staff. Fine, it's a half staff.
Hattie wielding an ice-bladed staff that looks like a mace would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a fun visual.
So, this path is very slippery. Do you want me to carry you, Hattie?
You know, I've always liked walking on ice, but it does seem to be not faring well today. Maybe not carry me, but at least let me give you my hand, and she'll reach a hand over and up because you're a little bit taller than her.
I will take your hand.
It has. Bear in mind, it's been many years since I have felt the crunch or the slip of ice underneath my feet, so it's nice to feel it again.
That is very fair.
But practicality says perhaps a little bit of help is necessary.
I mean, we all need some help sometime. It
Yes.
is very doable.
And
I
she'll reach out her
fling
arm.
you up. No. I will not fling you.
So we'll start walking and or floating up the ice as necessary.
Yes.
What do we see ahead
At a
of us as we start?
blinding speed. No, not that blinding.
If you want, you've already surpassed the trap for crossing the chasm, so.
Okay.
Done the crevasse of whispers. So, it's going to be quite obvious what you see. Not far off where you are, anyway. Half buried in the snow ahead, a massive frozen shape protrudes from the mountainside. Spears of ancient make, shattered, rusted, and blackened by frost, pierce a colossal dragon statue, its wings shattered, its mouth open in a silent, deafening roar.
Oh.
Is this someone you know?
That was my question too. Is this somebody I know or recognize?
You can do a history roll.
Thank you. That's going to be a 19.
This dragon predates any of the history you would have learned about or experienced yourself.
Okay.
However, it does have a few features which you find somewhat alarming.
Okay.
Its form is not of its natural make, you would presume, either because it's ancient or because you believe it's been twisted and corrupted by something. The runes themselves have weird etchings of a nature which dragons have been told to stay away from because of the rage. Perhaps this was a guardian of something.
Guardian of the Rage? A Rage Guardian.
There is an inscription in Elvish as well.
I can speak Elvish.
Elvish?
How do you...
Elvish. I know Elvish.
Hattie is also fluent in Elvish.
No. I'm never special when it comes to languages.
It reads, to those who would chain the stars, beware the echo of rage.
What do you make of it, Dimblim?
I make it as you should not fuck with the stars.
It's worth knowing this dragon is gigantic.
We can see that.
It's past ancient worm level. You can base. This is to scale as well, so you can see its head and the top of its shoulders, basically.
Okay.
As usual.
So this very well might
supposed
just
to
be the entire mountain we were standing on.
Yeah, the entire mountain may well be this dragon. Oh, and it's not a statue. Sorry, I forgot to say.
I would say that we might.
Yeah, I had a
be
feeling
wise.
it wasn't a statue anyway.
Yes.
We might be wise as to listen to that warning. Do not reach for the stars unless we go mad.
Yes, that's a possibility. What would you post the encryption, Alex?
Absolutely.
To those who would chain the stars, wear the echo of. I am sure this is reference to the Draco Rage.
I
What does it
mean,
mean to chain the stars?
celestial
know.
magic
It could refer
reaching
to
beyond what you are meant to as a single plane.
one of the rumors about the Draco Rage is that it is driven by a star. So perhaps it is against those. A warning to not try to channel that rage, a warning to avoid it. It's interesting.
Hmm.
I mean, anyone who knows anything about draconic history knows not to reach out to those stars. Although I fear that
What
we may
does
know one
that?
who is.
What does that mean?
I'm assuming it means to give into the rage, to give into the.
Why would reaching out to the stars means you give into rage?
One of the possibilities and possible causes of the Draco Rage is a star in the sky, a comet, a celestial body. Passes every rare once in a while and just
Well,
grants great power but also great insanity to us, dragons. I assume to chain the stars would be to try to harness that power, but to be aware of the consequences, which is the rage. That is my only assumption, though I do not know for certain. Is this a line from anything that Hattie would recognize, or is this exclusive to this statue? Is it a reference to an ancient dragon teaching? Is it a reference to a text, or...
It would be a phrase you've heard over and over again as a warning of basically don't strive for power if you don't know the effects, or power comes at a cost. It's almost like a cautionary phrase. The dragon
don't
So
give
more or
in
less,
to hubris.
Yeah,
what she was
it would
assuming,
fall
more or
into
less.
dragon norm at this point as a phrase.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a common saying, but I think it goes further than... I think it's more literal in this case here. This might be the origins of the saying, is everything comes from somewhere. But...
This is also enough to know where you are. You are in Novalorond.
Valoron.
Do
I know much about that area?
It's in the center of the Great Glacier. And it's a place where the elves did many things that should be hidden by time.
Yes.
Including a time gate, supposedly, created by Mistral. Mistral, sorry, not Mistra.
Ah.
It's that old.
Mistral. Whew.
You are allowed you are allowed to Google that name as well at some point, which is also what I told you about.
That's fair and appreciated. No, I don't have it prepared.
Speak with Dad.
Speak with Dad. I didn't think there was a spell I could Wait a minute.
Oh no! Oh, thank God you're not.
I do.
Thank God you are not in Mesro, and you can't cast True Resurrection.
I'm not
Can
in
you?
Mesro,
Please don't
but I
tell
still
me
can
you
cast
can't
True
cast True
Resurrection.
Oh shit.
I feel like you should.
I don't want to bring this back because I think he fell for a reason.
Nah. He fell because of old age.
Go on.
Definitely.
Bring away Canara cast. Go on.
Yes, now we even know his name.
No, you don't. You know it out of character.
Yeah, out of character, we know it. So Hattie would recognize the signs of corruption, the signs of, I'm assuming, she would probably assume it's the Draco Rage since that's all we're tied up into right now. And that this individual probably fell as a result of being
Look at it. It looks
frenzied.
mad when it's dead.
That's just how skulls look.
Sure, you can have a smiling skull. Don't say too hard about it.
Dimdum's not even as big as one of its teeth.
I can, if I want to.
No, you can't.
I can't be as big as one of the teeth if I want to. I'm made of nanobots.
Dimdum just becomes a tooth.
I become a tooth.
You know, I've seen ropers pull that same trick, looking like a stalactite.
Damn it! She has finally figured out my secret.
She's a roper.
I'm a highly advanced roper.
A roper mimic.
Oh.
Actually, ropers are basically just rock mimics. Whatever.
Yes.
They really are mimics.
Are you carrying on, or are you interacting with this more? Because there is things.
I'm not walking in front of this obvious death trap.
I am very tempted to cast Speak with Dead right now. I think I have to. That's my whole deal as a grave cleric.
Yes.
Is being able to bend time.
Commune with the
death.
grave.
Yeah. So I think Hattie is going to talk to Dimblum about it and just say, what do you think, Dimblum? Should we have a conversation and see if there's an echo of his consciousness left?
I would believe that would be quite interesting. And I shall stand guard.
There is no actual danger. They can't actually act unless you bring a soul back, but I wouldn't do that this late. He has earned his rest and slumber.
Maybe it will bring its own soul back.
That would
Be
not
concerning.
be entirely impossible.
It would not be entirely impossible, but it
it's
would be highly concerning.
It's not common. But it has been heard of for a dragon to do that on rare occasions.
I really hope that's not common. That would be a terrible thing if that was common.
It is not common, but we have records of it happen. Just to give you perspective.
I will try my best to smite it down if it decides to resurrect itself and turn against us.
I'm telling you now, if it resurrects itself, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Nah.
If it resurrects...
It's a CR60 creature.
Yeah. If it resurrects, we retreat immediately. There is no ifs, ands around that.
Fine, I will prepare my teleports.
I think I have enough power left in us to either plane shift us or to get us back to the druid encampment as well, so...
I can cast teleport or plane shift at will, more or less.
I occasionally forget that you can do that, so let me know if I
will let you know if yes.
He said something I shouldn't have said to tell Dimblum what he is.
I will let you know if yes.
If we need to go, we need to go quickly. There will be no fighting someone of this level of power. That's cool.
Always is fighting.
It's Terminator.
Yeah. Is it a Terminator beer?
Yeah, it's the Terminator beer.
Huh.
IPA.
All right. It's an IP theft is what it is. No, I'm kidding. And I think Hattie will reach out her hand. First off, what does she feel when she... touches this dragon?
Cold. No.
Nothing.
I'm gonna be more descriptive than that.
Okay.
You feel
'Cause
suffering,
this is
pain, agony, betrayal. And failure.
about what I would expect
Failure.
from one who succumbed to the Draco Rage.
And failure?
Maybe more.
Yes.
Yeah, trying to kill all your
that's-
friends. Generally considered failure.
That's now confused, Lars. I said failure.
It's not failure to kill your friends. To not kill your friends.
So, I know I don't have spell components, but this feels fitting. I think what Hattie is going to do is reach down and scrape just a little bit of the frozen ice until she can get to the dirt that has rested under this dragon for centuries, or tundra, or whatever she can get that resembles not snow and ice anymore. Something a little more substantial.
Are you digging beneath the permafrost?
If I can get to it, I'll scoop down. I'll use my 10-foot rod, scrape a little bit, and then reach in, scoop up a small handful of dirt. She'll rub it on her hands. This has been here longer
Excuse me, but are you a farmer all of a sudden?
No,
the
dirt has... The earth beneath the ice has been here for longer than the ice. So however long this has been, the soil remembers, even if the ice may be more recent than this dragon's falling
you
was.
You won't reach earth, but you will reach flesh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't like that.
Frozen flesh fossilized by permafrost.
Frozen fresh.
In that case, instead of the dirt
frozen
like
fresh
that.
Frozen fresh. That's delightful.
Is it scaled?
Yes.
Scaled fresh.
Okay. Scaled fresh flesh.
In that case...
You love it.
I think she is going to put simply one hand on the scale that she unearthed. One hand up on the jaw if she can reach it even from this position.
They are platinum scales.
That is worth noting.
Which means metallic dragon. That's a good thing.
Yes.
And a confusing thing.
Uh-huh. So she is going to reach out to the... Does the jaw match the scales beneath the ice, or is this two separate dragons?
No, the jaw matches the scales beneath the ice.
Okay.
This is one
So she'll put
creature.
one hand on the scale beneath the ice, and if she can reach it, one hand up on the jaw. And I will cast Speak with...
Yeah.
Okay, in that case I will go with the scale beneath the ice, because it feels more personal.
Yes.
And then she will cast Speak with
Which
Dead.
means you'll be standing there, pretty much. It's the closest to the surface.
That would be okay.
Hopefully
Dimblin would be near me.
I will be near you, and I will hold one hand on his shoulder, and I will ready an action to either teleport or plane shift if this thing decides to resurrect itself and turn against us.
What does your Speak with Dead sound like? Because it's an utterance.
Boom!
Since this is a dragon, this would be 100% in Draconic.
Does Dimblin speak then?
No, I do not understand, unless it's a byproduct of Celestial.
No. You know that you've heard Hattie speak Draconic a few times, so you know what it sounds like. But you probably wouldn't.
I'm not going to get jump scared by you starting speaking another language. I am not entirely racist as a metal construct.
That's fair. We're mostly metal also.
Yes.
I'm slightly racist. I'm not entirely racist.
There is impossible to not have a slight bit of racism in this D&D world.
I agree.
So, yeah, there's too many races and too much beef among people.
Yes.
So, to have racial biases, maybe not outright racism, but definitely there's biases going on. Um,
Oh yes.
Normally, how do you speak with dead is just more of a polite. It's a very quiet ritual. She'll place her hand on the cheek of something if she can, and she will just. You've seen her do this once or twice, I think, not very often. And she'll just trace the sigil around in the air directly before it, before tapping gently on its forehead and just whispering, "Come back to us as an echo of what you once were." But that feels impolite in this case. So instead, as you would hear her speaking in Draconic, and you don't know what she is saying, but it sounds powerful and highly formal. She is addressing this dragon as a mighty fallen warrior, and she is going to say something along the lines of, "Ah, he who is great and he who lies on the stone, may your soul rest in peace, but may the echoes of your body in the soil grant us some wisdom. Return to us for a second, so that we may have a glimpse into what befell you. But rest easy, friend."
The creature's carapace will glitter once more, and
Carapace?
oh, it's covered in ice.
Hmm, close enough.
So his scales will glitter once more. There we go. You happy now? And its eyes will
Yes.
take on a dim hue as its head begins to move slightly. Everything around you rumbling as it does so.
The whole mountain probably shaking beneath our feet.
The ice cracks faintly, a tremor beneath your boots. Frost falls from shattered maw of the creature as a hollow voice resonates through the air, echoing not just your ears but your bones. Chains broken, wings failed. You speak to the husk of a storm, once loosed upon gods.
We speak and we reach out to you humbly. You once bore a great dragon, a powerful soldier, a mighty force of nature. But here we need to know more about what happened so your fate does not befall more of our kin.
If I remember correctly, you get 3 questions, don't you?
5, I believe. If you want to limit it to 3, if you want to limit it to 3, this is we are talking to
supposed
something
to be
big
3.
and ancient.
No, it is 5.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I thought it was 3. It is 5.
Oh.
I think there are some things that cause a couple of them to be 3s instead, but naturally spell casting it is 5. Unless they changed it for
Are you trying
5.5.
to learn how he died or what he was doing?
That would be my first question, is just how did you come to be here on this mountaintop?
Betrayal. The weave turned black and the rage returned. Twisted. My heart, once a beacon, became a flare of madness. They shattered me before I could become the storm.
What was your name, if you are willing to tell me?
In life I was Alagast the Sky Warder, bound to the Mythal, forged by the eldest elves and sworn to silence the rage. I failed.
I'm making notes because this feels important. Is the Mythal...
There is, like, things underneath the chasms, but yes. Is the Mythal?
Yes. Is the Mythal... Do we need to protect the Mythal, or is the Mythal the cause of the rage?
Mythal sought to end the rage, yet a shard of it remains. Broken, it is beyond us.
Do you have any insight? How would you end the rage, now that the mythal is beyond us?
The rage cannot be ended. The rage is endless. The mythal was born of magics. I have no bearing exist in this world now.
No, but you have fought well. Who killed you here?
My fellows, those who sought to aid, saw the darkness inside me and ended me before my voice could be heard.
And that was the fifth question, so Hattie will just say, "Rest easy, Alabaster Skywater. I will make sure you're." What was it?
Archegast.
Oh, I wonder if it auto-corrected on me. Because I was like, I didn't remember it being Alabaster, but that's what my notes said.
I mean, I quite like it being Alabaster, but
It's
you
not
spell
a
it for
very
me?
dragon name.
no, it's really not.
Because Hattie would know. Would you spell it for me? Okay. The Sky Warden. For some reason, my thing auto-corrected it to Alabaster Skywater. And I was like, that just sounds like a Star Wars
The
OC.
sky water.
Well, Aragast, the Sky Warden. We will make sure your name is remembered. Please be at rest.
Seek the capstone. And his spirit is gone. Once more, his body will turn lifeless to the ice.
That went exactly as I was hoping it would.
At least he didn't resurrect himself.
He did not. I did not think that the rage would have followed him in death, but this also does confirm that. While I believe there are rumors that the rage may follow you even in death, we know now that at least this individual was released from it.
Again,
Maybe not
this
conclusive.
individual seems a few stages above a normal dragon.
He was truly mighty. Yes.
It's worth knowing that Hattie has never actually seen a dragon this big before.
Yeah.
You've seen great
Well,
worms, but this is above that.
Yeah. He was ancient and powerful. I do not know his specific ranking, but
Dragons
I
don't
can
have
tell
a
you.
ranking at that point,
I
do they?
think
They
he
just
was
have
a
the-
sergeant.
Yeah,
Sergeant.
he was powerful.
He's a
I will
grand
tell you that.
Corporal Major. No.
Grand Admiral. Because I
Remember
presume
to hydrate.
that dragons have a navy. Because
Yes, yeah, of course they do.
I should have been really flight commander, shouldn't it? Grand
No,
Admiral.
we have a name. We have a navy very species of dragons
Commander
of all
Erikost.
time. Yes, Admiral. No, he was a captain. He didn't get promoted.
So, what we have learned, you probably do not speak Draconic.
I do not.
This was Erikost the Sky Warden. We would do good to remember his name. I wish to find out more about him when I can. But for now, we know that he was guarding the mythal here. Bound to it. He was created or bound by the ancient elves, probably the woman who assaulted us earlier. And was sworn to silence to protect against the rage, but he failed to some degree, and while succumbing to the rage, he was executed is not the word I like, but it is most
Who
accurate
would
in
do
this
that?
case. Executed before he could become
Down.
a world ender, essentially. Somebody of his power was likely have been a... I don't know how the ancient world operated, but in this day and age, as I said, would be a apocalyptic unleashing.
It would, most likely.
He spoke that the rage was endless and could not be ended, but I do not know if he meant that literally or if that was just his... It was probably just his perspective at the time. We may be able to end the rage or at least banish it somehow.
Is that Dimblum, Lars?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Is Dimblum a tooth now?
No,
Yes.
he sent
No,
me a
I'm not
mini
sure.
video of Dimblum. It's intense.
Yes. It is intense. I can send it to
Holding the
Travis as
Skarma
well.
blade.
Yes.
I'll check it out in a bit. So, he did say that a shard remained of the Mythal.
Do
And while
we
he said
know what that means?
the Mythal was a tool of some sort built by the elves to... I was suspicious that it was to cause the rage, but it seems like it was to protect against the rage.
Yeah, your people have always believed the elves were the cause of the rage.
Yeah, the way he spoke
Fully
was that
so,
he
but
worked within the...
such ancient history that it's gone into hearsay.
Yeah. We know it had some tie, but we don't really know. The details are lost.
isn't above table? Isn't it actually the elf causing the Draco rage in order for the dragons to not be powerful enough to take over the world?
Yes,
That
and
was
no,
one of the rumors.
It's not actually official what it was.
Okay.
Because one
It's
of
not
the rumors is
official.
that the elves caused it. The other rumor is that the meteorological event caused
Yeah.
it. Another rumor is something happened to dragons during that time, which nobody quite knows where it came from.
Yep. Because what I've heard is essentially, short version, elves did something to the comet, dragons went mad.
Yeah, that's one of the opinions.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could be an existing theory. Yeah, there wasn't really an official, and Hattie wouldn't know anyway. She would just know what she was raised with,
Yeah, Hattie.
which would have been
This is like
maybe the
She
elves,
was
maybe the comet.
raised with the rage.
Sort of.
Hattie's been raised to know the rage exists.
Yeah.
That's
If there was a zombie apocalypse 10,000 years ago, we would know of it, but we may not know exactly what happened.
Fair enough.
It's more or less the situation we're in, because if I remember correctly, the Draco Rage was,
Eons
what,
ago.
60,000 years ago or something like that?
No, it's worth noting
Like,
that
this
as
is...
the dragon was talking to Hattie, Hattie would have seen this and not the dead creature in front of her.
Let's see. Okay. He would not have been moving, but the echo of him would have been...
Yes.
Like it would be essentially how I see Hattie with my true sight.
But just much bigger.
Yeah, just gargantuan plus.
It's like the Lord of the Rings genre, where all the dragons you see are tiny, but in previous generations there were gigantic creatures that don't even fathom size.
And Hattie is still on the small side even for a modern dragon, because she's still young, essentially.
Yes. Then again, you are a big young dragon, if that makes sense.
She's big for her age.
Yeah.
She's big boned.
Something about trauma making you grow up fast.
Yeah, why is there a random creature over here now?
I didn't put him there. Why is there a random creature? Genuinely don't know.
Why? I don't believe that for a second.
You had him copied previously and accidentally hit Control V. We'll go with that.
That might actually be a reason, but
yeah, like legitimately, I would have actually done that, but also, Hattie wouldn't have. Would Hattie have seen anything there with her passive perception of 24?
No, because there is nothing there.
Okay.
I like the second
Sure.
more last.
Where's my true sight of 400 feet?
No.
Can I
So,
see invisible things that are not there yet?
Only if you're
I think-
psychotic and imagining things. And
which you might
delusional.
be.
Which you might be. Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, you're always close.
So I think Eragast said there was a shard of the Mythal left. I believe we should probably find that shard. He said it was beyond us, but I do not know for certain.
Did you say beyond or beneath?
I believe he said beyond.
Then we check that
But I think-
direction. And
I
I will
think we
point
should-
ahead.
I don't know if he meant it that way. I think he meant that we could not reach it. But I do not know for certain what he only knows as much as he knew at the time, which I trust his wisdom, but nobody is infallible. I think we should still check.
Also, it seems that he died very long ago.
And
Very
And
much
the
so.
shard
have been
might has
told
been moved.
by a certain very old dragon that you need to find the capstone chamber, so...
So I believe we should still continue searching. We have things to do.
Right.
But we will.
And the
I will make
emblem
sure his
will
name is
go
spoken of him.
down. He will kneel beneath the maw of the dragon, and he will say a silent whisper, a silent prayer to it.
Oh,
What is the prayer and what is the language?
It's silence.
In your head.
And your head. Oh yeah, I will speak in. Oh yeah, I will
You're
speak
actually singing
in.
zombie at it.
No, no, I'm not speaking zombie at it. In Celestial, Dimblem would say, "May you find peace in afterlife, and may the rage be abated, and you find solace after the madness.
will receive
You
a voice
should
in
be
your-
free to go now."
You will receive a voice in your head. Some things are beyond reckoning and some things are beyond age. This one rests peacefully beyond his gilded cage.
Well, that's good to hear. I have confirmation that this
In
great
your head.
dragon
No one else
is.
heard this. It's worth knowing. Nobody else heard this.
I have confirmation that this great dragon died without no. Why was I? I'm not gonna say what I was originally about to say, but
What were you
about
about to
table,
say?
about table, my head went to without purpose.
Oh god. That's not nice, my dragon.
No, that's not nice, and the complete opposite. He died with. It seems he's not gilded by his mishaps in life.
that is good.
Don't ask me who's telling me this because I couldn't tell you.
The strange voices in my head are speaking to me.
Yes, again.
I trust you somewhat. I don't know if I trust what voices you heard, but I trust you.
Do you remember You remember the Aster-eyed gentleman that helped Pretender, right?
Yeah, it was his voice.
He is kind of like a father figure to me.
I think I
So-
remember who you were speaking of. Yes.
He's a nice man, I think.
I have one last question before we depart this place.
Okay.
Hattie would like to spend just a few more moments, actually, probably at the same time as Dimlim was doing his thing, doing something very, very similar, but for a different purpose. I think Hattie just wants to continue kneeling for a moment, hand on his long frozen scales. And I don't know what I don't know what you're going to have me do or if I'll even get an answer from this, but I think she wants to reach out and see if she can tell where his soul ended up, where he is, where he, the actual dragon, still is currently. Because he's not here anymore. So she may not get an answer, but that is her purpose. She's kind of wondering if he made it to the afterlife, essentially.
I want a religion roll, please.
Okay. Absolutely. Religion. That's going to be a 21.
He is in Etherion.
Etherion.
The Sky of Remembered Flame. That should help you, remember. Where your grandmother is.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that looks super familiar. Etherion, the Sky of Remembered Flame. Okay.
No harm in telling you.
I just weirdly feel a connection to him now that he's a ancient dragon that I've had maybe not a direct conversation with, but I feel like he would be at least somewhat aware that I was talking to what once was him.
Yes.
So if I ever make it there again, even if it is just at the end of my life, I would eventually like a conversation with him. I will pack his name away for memory forever.
That's a very different meaning if you do it as bonkers.
Yes. Hattie, it is just a means of respect. She feels like he deserves a conversation in the person now that she has had a conversation with him less so.
Indeed. Right.
And she would...
Is everyone...
So...
Karen?
I was just going to say, so, Dimlim. Shall we? I
Yes.
believe the church we did not explore earlier may be more than it
secrets.
seems. Yes.
Most likely it would. That is kind of what churches do.
Yes, it's true.
As you know.
Let alone ones in places like this. And Hattie will make her way over to Dimplum. Shall we? And she'll hold her hand out.
I believe we should. And I will take her hands.
Dimension Door.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door, and we are both going to immediately appear in front of the church. Or at least that is the goal.
The church we could have just walked to?
Yes, but it felt better to Dimension Door.
Okay. A bit of extra flair.
Yes. Dimlim, move your token!
I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'll move it.
Stop playing Dark Souls dress up.
No, I'm not. Also, now we know how it feels.
What?
Yes. The stone gate will open. As you pass beneath a jagged ridge of ice into the valley below, snow drifts down like falling ash, yet no sound accompanies it. Your breath mists but make no noise. The ring of your boots on the stone is swallowed whole. You are not merely in silence. You are not merely in silence, you are within it. Statues of shattered angels lie half buried in the frost. Monoliths reach skyward like frozen limbs, and somewhere beneath it all, something ancient listens. A deep glacial basin with ruined monuments before you with spectral echoes and tombs. Faint blush ambient lighting refracts through the glacial overhangs, flashes of strange glow near magical sites. There's no natural or magical sounds here. Three things come to your attention. And I will move you to the next map so you can see those three things. Remember, these maps are just reference points, they are not battle maps.
Yes.
here
We see a circle of frozen children.
there is a frozen circle here. There is also a set of stairs leading down here, and a set of pillars over here. And of course, a large dragon in the center, pinned into the ice. It looks almost aquatic with a tail, however. These are the fallen angel statues.
Oh, I wonder if he may have been an ancient bronze dragon. I think there's the copper. One of those likes water. I can't remember which. How you would know?
You enter a cracked circle. Let's try that
Yeah,
again.
correct. That correct circle.
Yes, you enter a cracked circle of obsidian pillars. Suspended between them are spectral forms. Winged elves, arms raised mid-debate, expressions frozen in agony, fear, and sorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Revarial elves.
Do they look like the woman we
Yes.
curb stomped outside?
Yes, she was an Avarial elf.
Okay. But she was a little more alive than these guys are.
Yeah, these guys are just
a little
not
more
anymore.
They're frozen echoes.
Yeah.
Right. So it is safe to say that this is a very cold environment.
It was always safe to say that.
You forget that I don't feel temperatures.
I have no emotion.
You forget to know that I have no emotions.
That is true. I do enjoy the cold, so this is a little colder than I like, but still somewhat pleasant.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
I wasn't gonna say it.
We both did it for you.
But I
am still aware of its presence and how harmful it can be to many creatures.
Such as these elves.
Such as these elves, unfortunately.
Then again, I think it's safe to assume that something else happened than just them dying of hypothermia.
I think you are correct. They would probably not be frozen in terror if they were left to the elements over the course of minutes, hours, days. They would look much different.
Can I do like a routine investigation to see if there is anything that's hinting towards what has everything frozen, or is it somewhat obvious?
You can do a flat investigation on
that. Right. Now, the beautiful thing is I always have advantage on them. And a plus 19 for 38.
Jesus Christ. These individuals, or echoes, are frozen in time, not by the cold. They cling on to memories that may remain.
They seem to be more frozen in time than actually frozen, if anything.
Interesting. I had just assumed it was something catastrophic, like a breath weapon attack from the individual outside.
I would believe that would happen, but I will touch one of the frozen children. That's what I call them now.
They're not children, they're full-grown elves, you maniac!
They're halflings, mere children.
Everything is small to me, okay?
True.
I will put my hand on one of them and I will essentially try to infuse my weave into it.
Well, no, I'm telling you,
Just-
you're experiencing a vision, whether you want to or not. You're getting a vision.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. I'll use this children as a source of drug any day.
This is not a choice. You're getting a vision.
Okay. This is the pleasant version of how they become stuck frozen in time.
Well, this is down to you. If you think it's pleasant or not at this point.
Were they out catching ball and playing? Why are you rolling d4s? Why am I stuck in a hallucination for 3 hours?
Why are you presuming you're stuck in anything? Apart from, president.
Okay, what does a tree give me?
Uh,
What monstrosities do I see?
a counselor and an elven counselor yells, "Seal it with skyfire, lest the worm rise again!" As he holds a shard of magic. And you will see an abstract symbol of a jagged flame with a circle.
Right, so it's safe to assume that the elves and the dragons aren't friends. And that this is somewhat of a battlefield. And they were, and I will look at the dragon in the middle. They were trying to seal it with something they called Skyfire.
That checks out. We
Why Skyfire has the appearance of giant metal pins, I don't know, but it does.
That could simply be how it froze in time. I do not know.
Do you want me to shatter one of these frozen children for you?
Shatter them!
To shatter, I feel like they have beheld enough monstrosities in their day. They do not deserve such a fate.
Monstrosity.
I'm calling the act of shattering a corpse might be.
Hey.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong.
The things this party has done.
They're echoes.
Don't shatter an echo.
Well, echo.
Perhaps there is more to glean from them than just this.
Do we want to touch the older children?
What? The older
Don't say it like that.
Oh my.
Sorry, I can't help myself.
And much like Hattie
children.
Much like Hattie does with Speak with Dead, she is going to walk up to one of these and just gently place her hand on the cheek of one of them. Probably the figure closest to her, this one. Assuming it's not the one that Dimblim reached.
Don't touch the same child twice. That's how you get accused.
That's how we get accusations.
These are elves. They are older than me.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
So they are the pedophiles.
Yes.
An elf removes her circlet and places it on a stone altar that pulses softly, uttering the words, "Memory is a lock, memory is the key." Behind her, a mural of 5 divine symbols: wind, stars, memory, silence, and sacrifice blare to life.
Wind, stars, memory, sacrifice, and what?
Silence.
Silence. I am of this.
I've always put Lars up if you want to make those.
Yep. I'm making a note. There. Yes, I will take those.
Can I discern what type of scales there are on this dragon?
The scales seem to be made of stone.
So
Like
it's
a basic or a
petrified.
granite, potentially.
Okay. Can I discern if it's petrified or if it's a newly discovered type of dragon? Stone dragons. No, well, you have gem dragons.
It'd be a nature roll.
Nature. That is one of my worst stats. Not my worst, but one of the 25.
This
A plus 7 is one of your worst stats.
Nah,
this in edifice is what remains of a dragon. You have no way of discerning what it is. The dust of time has caked it so deeply you can't discern what kind of dragon it is.
Fossilized, more or less.
Yeah.
It's fossilized, pretty much. Yeah. Not petrified,
For
fossilized.
for the record, my verse is a +3 when it comes to ability modifiers.
I have several +1s as Hattie.
Uh,
Do I have any flat rolls or minuses? No. I just have
However, I
1,
will give
2.
you something extra.
ooh,
The blades or large spears pierced into its carapace are made of star metal.
ooh. And with a 40 in athletics, can I lift the star metal? No.
Well, it has the weight of a neutron star, so I doubt it.
I'm a strong boy.
I doubt even Dimblum can lift a neutron star.
Nah, I won't even attempt. Right. So it has been pinned down by essentially what you could possibly call otherworldly metal. It seems highly advanced. And I will walk over to it and I will touch the metal.
It's warm to the touch.
Oh, it's still warm.
That you did not feel cold and
I don't feel temperatures.
You're aware
It's
of them, but it doesn't.
it's a weird
His
thing, and it's
sensors.
too
He knows it's hot.
complicated. It's too complicated to say every time someone asks. And believe me, people ask a lot.
Do you see warmth? Because I know I can see temperature changes.
Do you have heat
Yes,
vision?
I am indeed. You have discovered yet another ploy of me. I am a T-Rex.
That's genuinely how dark vision works, though, is that you are able to see the infrared
No,
light also.
dark vision works, and you see in the dark with muted tones, gray,
He's
whites,
become
and black.
colourblind.
It's not dark vision. It's not heat vision.
It's colour blindness.
Yes.
But in the real world, that is how things see at night, is they see
Yes.
shades of the infrared spectrum, which is heat vision.
Night vision. Yes.
No, like animals that
Somewhat.
see at night. That's how they see, literally.
Yes. Are you calling me an animal?
He's calling you an
Sure.
Are you...
Yes.
What?
You are quite a
owl?
hoot sometimes.
I will fly up and I will perch on the nearest tree branch.
There is no trees. I'm telling you this now. There are literally no trees.
And as you,
You'll hear.
Dimblin will talk to you, but you see his head turn around 180 degrees.
Weirdly normal.
Weirdly normal.
For Dimblum,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
have
very
no
normal.
spine to think about.
There's a strange clicking sound as he does it.
Just gears. Right. So we can safely assume that this is an ancient battlefield then. And that there was a mishaps or straight out war between these elves and at least one kind of dragons.
Yes, absolutely.
You do not hear each other, it's worth knowing.
Oh.
Oh, we can't speak to each other here?
No. Sorry.
Then forget whatever I said, because you don't know what I said.
Unless you have telepathy.
Do I have message? Don't think I
This
do.
place
I have
is-
sending.
This place is in
But-
entire silence.
I have sending, but I don't think I'm going to burn it on that.
Unless Dimblem just writing in the snow.
Yeah, I'm going
Well,
to try to talk to Dimplem, but recognize that the words do not come out of my mouth. In that case, I will make a gesture. I'm just going to point to my eyes, gesturing to keep looking, and then gesture to my mouth and point outside. So, however you would like to interpret that.
It's up to you.
Yep. But Hattie is going to just turn around, step back in, and reach out to another one of these frozen
the
Frozen-
frozen Trojan.
frozen images.
Okay. An elder Avariel shows a schematic of a radiant chamber. Glowing script holds. Only those who remember may pass. If the capstone fails, nothing will hold the beast.
Can I see where this? Are there any indicators as to where this chamber is? Is it a similar looking appearance as this might have once been?
No. It's clearly in a different location. This is an echo of something else.
Okay. And then I'll move to the fourth one, I guess, and I will reach out to that one.
Oh good, I don't have to roll for this one. Just whichever one.
The
I
last
haven't
one.
had yet. A figure slams a crystal rod into the stone. Inscription visible on a nearby glyph reads, "When 5 voices fall silent, the star's cage opens. When the stars fall, the rage stirs. We must bind it."
I was gonna say I would like that information, both of those in writing, if you could. And it's also weird. I can't copy and paste it from Roll20 because some reason it copies as just like blacked out walls. I gotta highlight it and see the text, but it's really dumb.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
That's
super
weird.
weird the way the copy and paste works. But it's not like it's your problem.
I don't know if this is better
It's something to
than
do with Roll20. Ah, actually, that would be amazing.
I suppose it's posted as
Does-
an image though.
Because then I can copy them both into my. Let's see. You probably sent it to me directly, didn't you?
Do the second one because it's actually text and not an image.
Oh yeah, I see that. Thank you. I'll add these into my notes momentarily, so
They're
we
in
don't
my
have to.
OneNote, and every time I copy and paste out of OneNote, it turns it to an image. It's too long.
Ah, weird.
Yeah,
Um,
because it's too much.
Hattie, in your hand, you see a fragment of glowing paper. It shows a wall of ice with a thin glowing seam of star metal, the hidden capstone entrance.
I'm going to stare at this intently and memorize every aspect that I can as quickly as possible, lest this paper disappear. I don't know if this is part of the vision or if this is something that's been gifted to me, so I'm going to just quickly begin to memorize it. Maybe I succeed, maybe I don't, maybe it stays, maybe it doesn't. But I want to know every detail about this as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Can I tell where this wall is, where this capstone might be, where this entrance might be, rather?
It is somewhere in this area because the star metal veins are prevalent here.
Okay, so there is some indicator that it's at least in this region, so I'm not having to hunt all over the glacier.
It seems to be down lower. You see a set of stairs on the map.
Okay. Yeah, I see this. So I would feel this or see something indicating that the stairs behind me would be progression.
Yes.
I'm going to hold it up to Dimble. I'm just holding it in my hand.
Are you okay, Lars?
Nah, I just keep hearing my phone buzzing, but I'm not entirely certain where it is.
Oh, do I need to
Nah.
Snapchat call your phone so you can find it?
No, because I don't have sounds on, so it doesn't matter.
That's
But
the problem. I can never find mine because I never have sound on.
oh yeah, no, I see it. I see where it is. It's just buzzing from time
I'm
to
gonna,
time. Notifications.
gonna hold up the paper to Dimblem, and then I'm gonna point to the stairs and start walking that direction.
Why did I make Dimblem smart? It makes for less chaos.
As we make our way to the stairs, what is this area that we're walking past, or is this just map?
Just map.
That's just map.
Okay.
You are walking towards some pillars, though.
Okay. So the pillars are there, but maybe not this
No, they are there. They're just forgotten building.
mausoleum. Okay. But we're gonna make our way to the stairs. I will say that with this, I am keeping a very close eye on the world around us. I don't expect anything to be living here, but I also would not um want to be
Be
caught off
sup-
guard by the lack of sound. So Hattie is just constantly scanning the room around us. So this is
At the valley's far edge, 5 ancient stone pillars rise from the frost. Each bears a faint symbol, nearly erased by time. Is no one doing anything?
I'm thinking and reading
Oh, okay.
over the memories that I just
Oh, that's
experienced.
fine. I'm just checking.
So I
I
promise I'm doing something, just not
I got
out
confused
loud.
by something else.
Ah. I'm updating my notes. You know what? I'm just going to copy all 10 of them, or all 4 of them over fresh. Easier. Oh, that formatting is gross. Why does Google hate me so much? Um. So, can Hattie examine these pillars? You said they were. We can tell that they have words on them, but they're very, very difficult to make out. Correct?
No, yeah, they're visible. They're just worn by time.
Okay. So just, yeah, worn by time. Um. She is going to look at the first pillar, and her guess is that it is one of the 5 words that she saw. Is it wind, stars, memory, silence, or sacrifice?
Which
Let's,
pillar exactly are you looking at?
let's just say the closest one. We're going to say just this one right here.
That will be stars.
Okay. So at this, I think I am going to burn a sending and cast sending to Dimblim, even though he is standing a few feet away from me. Because I need to at least get information across to him, even if I don't necessarily think we
You're
need to
right
retreat and
in
have
the
a...
snow. You don't have to burn anything.
That takes a long time.
Uh,
So I'm going to go ahead and cast sending, which gives me 25 words. And she is going to send you Saw in Vision. 5 symbols. Windstar Memory Silence Sacrifice. When they fall silent, rage rises. Maybe need to break the silence of this place. You can respond with 25 words as well, if you would like. You could also just nod at me or not do it. It doesn't matter. But you have the opportunity to.
Dimler will most likely just nod at you as he starts to think.
Yeah. So let me mark off the spell points for that.
I will inspect the other pillars there.
Hattie will follow behind you and point out as they each say, I believe first we would come to memory, then silence, then sacrifice, and the one that we didn't check out was probably wind if we wanted to go back and round that. But Alex can correct me if I got the order off.
They go wind, stars, memory, silence, sacrifice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So Hattie will point out the faded text on these pillars. Are these the holy symbols that I saw in that vision, that Hattie saw in that vision?
Yes, they most definitely are.
Are these the same 5? Like, are these 5 pillars the exact ones I saw?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we kind of just look at each of them to see if there is something. Is there something hidden, or is it just plain?
Hidden in what way?
In a hidden way.
No. What are you thinking might be hidden? Their
Eh,
purpose or something physically hidden?
We'll look at physically hidden at first, because Dimlim obviously don't know the purpose of these things yet. He has not seen the visions as Hattie has. He has gotten a coded message, and he has discerned that there has been a war between the elves and the dragons.
I do have an additional question. The where was it again? The crystal rod being slammed. Did that look like the star rod that Hattie is holding? Or actually, was that that wasn't one of my visions. That was Dimblim's vision, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know that one.
No, it was one of yours.
Okay. Oh, because I copied them in order off of your list, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
no, my vision was essentially how they pinned this dragon to the ground.
Yes.
Skyfire.
Skyfire and Star Metal. So the Avarial elf removed a circlet, and I saw two things: a circlet being used to keep this active, and I saw a rod being slammed into the stone. Was the rod the one that I now carry from the elf outside?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to be looking around for the. You know what? I'm going to actually reach down. Is there snow in here or ice that I can do a crude drawing, or dust that I can do a crude drawing
There
in?
will be dust and detritus, yes.
Okay. In that case, I will draw a loose picture of this, just a general outline of the circlet. I'm assuming it's some kind of circlet with a star or a crest or something on it. I'm going to do my best to draw a very simple interpretation of it, to show Dimblim, and just point to my head, looking at this, and then point to my eyes. We're looking for it. And similarly for the rod, I'm going to draw a rod out with whatever symbology it looked like, and gesture that we are looking for something like this as well. And then I'm going to. We can walk past these towers, right? There's nothing preventing us from walking past them.
No, nothing preventing you.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to.
Ball.
You don't know. Sometimes ancient places get weird.
Yes, or the world just stops surrendering.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to gesture to Dimblim that we need to keep going down the stairs. And I'm going to reach down and scoop up a handful of dirt off of the ground, like small pebbles if I can, and just keep that in my hand.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, I realized that we can't shout, so I might need another way to get his attention if
I have
comes to
a
that.
25 in passive perception. I see.
I have a 24 in passive perception, but we can't hear right now, and lots of things can move
Yes.
out of sight.
Yeah, no, I also have a 29 in passive investigation.
That's fair, but we also are down one major sense right now. Anyway, and we're going to be making our way down the stairs.
Okay.
Specifically looking for.
Well,
quicker than I thought you would.
I'm actually not gonna heed Hattie's journey, and I'm more curious as I see that there seems to be some script on this dragon.
There are indeed glyphs on the dragon.
And I will see. I have they're probably draconic. I can't discern them, but I will look at them anyway.
They are not draconic. They are elvish.
Then I can discern them.
You can discern they link to some form of spell. Unfortunately, it's a spell which you are not familiar with, or doesn't exist in current circulation.
I would then take the opportunity to sneak up on Hattie.
Sneak up on Hattie.
Wait, no, it's only at 22.
Oh,
was witness.
My passive perception is 24.
Yes,
okay.
but oh yeah, but as Hattie so nicely called out without sound, it's gonna be harder.
Would you like it? Well, you normally float. You don't make sound anyway.
No, it's hard to.
Would you like a perception roll from me?
Yeah, sure.
Right,
This is more meant as a joke to sneak up on you.
That's fair. It's 20.
Yes, I sneak up on you, and I will lift you high enough so you can and point you towards the dragon, so you get an aerial view of the glyphs.
I think as much as you startle me is that when somebody walks up behind you that you're expecting but not entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So Hattie shivers just a little bit and then gets what you're getting at. She just points. and like back and forth questioningly.
Yeah, and I will nod. And then I will put you down and we can continue. I just wanted you to notice them.
Okay. She'll walk back. You said that there are glyphs on the dragon. I'm assuming Hattie can get the similar information that it links to some sort of spell, but beyond that,
Yes.
Not really a whole lot of ready information. This isn't the kind of magic she casts.
Inscribe the fucking spell down somewhere. I'm glad you haven't.
I will point at the dragon, and I will point at the pillars, and I will draw a question mark in the snow.
Yeah. I'm sure I have some sort of cuts or scrapes on me at this point, since we've just been through multiple combats, or at least the one combat. Although she didn't really hit me more than like once. But Hattie is going to gesture just to her blood and just make a gesture like it's potent magic, we know. But we will make a note of this. At least a mental note of this spell. We may need to come back and study it further later, but it's not really... This isn't the kind of magic Hattie does, so she doesn't necessarily know anything like that. Everything with her is granted by blood, history, and her deity, her connection to her deity.
Dimlim will shrug and keep walking.
Hattie is going to go ahead and lead the way down the stairs then. If you want, this is where... Well, I'll let you... Never mind, make that call, because you said we were going further than you thought.
No, I'm more than prepared. Don't worry. I've
Okay.
written like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've written about 13 encounters and maps ahead. We're fine. I always do.
Yes.
Be prepared for a weird map.
Always are.
Not this weird. You emerge onto the shattered shelf, an impossible expanse of broken stone hanging onto the glacier's edge. The wind claws at you, pulling secrets from your breath. Beneath your boots, Spider? No. Beneath your boots, spiders across... Cracks spider across... I'm struggling to say this even though I fucking wrote it. Why am I struggling with
Why are the spiders?
Cracks spider across slabs as wide as temples.
Okay.
And far below, mist hides a fall that has no end. There is something humming here. No roaring, just beneath hearing, like a dragon trapped in stone, still screaming after centuries of its death.
The one thing that makes this map weird is the odd line of orange.
That's there for a reason.
Yeah, but it doesn't belong.
Which one of us will it heal and which one of us will it hurt?
Never cross a line. It always hurts.
Or heals. Hattie's had great experiences with these.
It has never healed me. Not even once has the line healed me. They toss me like a ragdoll and they hurt me.
Let me see. Looking across this room, I, the player, can see there is more stuff across the room. What else do we see as we look across this expanse? Because this is... Did we just walk through a cavern that just opened up into a weird chasm?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
A glowing crack runs across the ground. Pulsing with wild psychic force. As you approach, it feels like standing near something furious and ancient.
And I assume we still can't talk to each other.
Oh no, the silence has ended. Not that you know that yet.
I'm just gonna believe.
Actually, Dimblum floats. Is Hattie walking?
Yeah, Hattie would be walking.
Okay, you will never hear Hattie's footsteps.
Yeah. I was like, we both have really high perception. We'd probably hear footsteps by now, yeah.
Well, right. So, Ladies
Did you,
first.
of course, did you get what I was getting at, though? I saw a vision in those individuals that there were 5 symbols of those pillars outside. The vision said something about when silence falls on them, the rage will rise again. So I think we need to investigate and figure out why that place was silent, figure out a way to undo it.
Yeah.
I believe that's tied to either a holy, some kind of one of the 2 relics that I described in probably poor manner. One of the visions, a woman wore a circlet that she then placed on an altar that activated them. And in another
Mhm.
one, an individual slammed a sort of star-like rod into the stone, but I think that may have been what befell the dragon outside at one point in time.
Yes, and I'm
So
pretty
my money
sure
is
it's star. There was something called star metal. That was the one which I got.
I have seen
And well,
something of the same.
Skyfire was the term they used.
That I'm not sure of yet, but perhaps it was. Would it have been metal
The metal
from
was
the
still.
stars?
I would assume so because the metal was still warm to touch.
Interesting.
And also, I'm pretty sure you turned the same as me that there was a war between a group of elves and a group of dragons.
I gathered that much. I believe there was a. It was likely. I would not say an outright war between, but rather a shaky alliance that went bad when the Draco Rage reached some of our kin here. I
You
feel like they were
don't,
probably working together, and then my brethren fell.
you don't think the elves might have been the perpetrator of the Draco raid?
It is possible. That is one of the reasons that has been presented to us historically. But I am simply saying mechanically, based on what I saw in the room, and based on what we heard outside, I believe there may have simply been a shaky alliance that was broken.
Dimlim
So
being in
maybe
an awfully elvish looking style changed more to a Saruk type of style. Just out of some weird
Respect.
comforts and respects. So
very
yeah,
fair.
I'm more snake than elf now.
I'm used to you shape changing.
Hmm.
Although being an elf here is probably not so, culturally acceptable.
Nah.
Being a dragon here
Right.
probably isn't culturally acceptable either. Hattie's got very little choice.
Yeah, but I mean, it is not cultural interpretation if it's your culture.
No.
She can't.
Yeah,
She can't. She's not.
dragons might
Uh,
not be the most welcomed in this environment at the moment, or
no.
in many, many, many past moments. But either way, Hattie's gonna go ahead and continue walking. She's gonna pull out
Um,
that short rod of extending, gesture over it, and it snaps over to 10 feet, and then she is going to have that at the ready in case she needs to, but mostly just try to make this leap across because
I
it's
will slither through the air.
5 or 6 feet.
That,
Oh, you're going to slither through the air. Pause a second then, Hattie.
Okay.
okay.
He said ladies first, and then he went ahead anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
can you please make a wisdom saving throw? Dimblum.
Is he getting stunned, frightened, or paralyzed?
No.
And then it's only an 18.
You failed the save. I may have
What a shocker.
I may have over-egged this one.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I can't succeed the.
That's 38
Uh,
points of psychic damage.
that's not too bad. I'm pretty sure I can't succeed wisdom or charisma saves anymore.
Why?
Because I have a +3 and 1, and your DCs are most likely never lower than a 25.
That was a 21.
Okay. So it was somewhat possible.
It was
It was
achievable.
doable, just difficult, yeah.
Hattie also
And
being
Hattie's
wrecked by psychic damage.
I mean, you see Dimler float overhead, not making that much.
You also hear the
In-
fragmented screams of dragons.
Okay.
and I presume that's probably what harmed Dimblim,
Yeah, it wouldn't be too much of a jump.
or at least is tied to it. Are you okay, Dimblim?
I've had
That-
worse.
That did not look pleasant still. You say you've had worse, and I know it's true, but
You
I
seem
saw-
not that bad.
I have. That's
You
what I said.
seem
I know
that
it's
there
true.
is someone at the door.
We will wait a moment. I'm aware you've had worse, but that does not mean that I like seeing pain bestowed upon my friends.
No, that's fair, I guess.
Have-
But
right.
this much doesn't bother me at all. Weirdly enough, psychic is close to the only thing I'm not resistant against.
Ah, fun.
I'm resistant against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, poison, necrotic, radiant force, cold force, necrotic force, radiant. I'm resistant against necrotic 3 times.
I'm resistant against all cold, force, and thunder damage, and immune to cold, exhaustion, fire, frighten, necrotic poison. Psychic. Oh, cool. She's immune to psychic damage and fire.
Yes. How lovely. So this doesn't really bother you when this weird spectral dragon screams at you.
I'm gonna guess it'll still bother me. It just won't physically cause damage.
I guess.
I mean, if your dead ancestors came out of a graveyard and screamed at you, you'd probably still be bothered, even if it didn't physically hurt you.
Maybe.
Sorry
Possibly.
about that.
No, no worries. You got stuff to do. Howdy's gonna go ahead and try to also make this jump across. Probably this
Hattie,
direction.
can
I
you
hate
also
to
make a
tip them.
wisdom save, please?
Absolutely. That's gonna be a 28.
Hattie succeed, which will allow you to roll an Arcana roll if you wish to.
Oh my.
Arcana is absolutely awful. Is there another angle it could be with Hattie with her skill
No.
set?
There isn't.
Okay. No, that's
There's
fair.
only
That's why I was-
magic.
That's why I was asking. Wow, almost the best I could roll, a
You
19
actually succeeded.
with a plus
Wow.
1.
Yeah.
The dice were kind.
This vein is a scar of the Dracarage. The Dracarage Mythal itself. Raw emotion made manifest.
Huh.
It will not end. It will exist forevermore.
I think Hattie will take a moment to examine it mentally. Now, she's not going to reach out and touch it or anything like that, but she's going to look it over, discern what physical traits she can, how it is affecting her mentally, and how it's trying to reach out to her to make notes of later, because she wants to record this. This feels important for Draconic history.
Right, at this point, two important things come into vision for you. One, I'm going to give you just roughly what they are, and if you choose to investigate them, I will give you more information. There is a spectral dragon of ice and light. There is also, floating near the edge, 5 broken elven runestones spinning in slow arcs. Yeah. I know there's more than 5. I desperately tried to make it do 5. It didn't want to listen to me. I tried
It
7
decided.
times to make it do 5. It liked the duality or the symmetry of 6. I don't know why.
That one's 7, actually.
Yes, that's 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
But
7,
yeah,
what are they?
same thing. It is historically a number of completion. I would like to actually glance over and spend a moment looking at the you said spectral dragon, correct?
Yes.
Can I tell if this is as living is not the right term, but can I tell if this is an animated entity or if this is simply a vision of something that transpired here?
Oh, it is watching you.
Okay. And it does not seem to be enraged presently.
No.
It screamed at me.
I think that was my fallen brethren, not this faithful sentinel here. Shall we go?
Well, I would assume you'd want to look out for the sentinel, and I very much don't understand dragon language, so I will take a look at the elvish, slightly moving symbols over there.
These are some large gaps. I hate to be an imposition, but could you perhaps help me over
Carry
there?
me, Dimblum.
I can indeed carry you.
I
Do
do
you
not
want
wish to.
to sit on my elongated snake body, or do you want me to hold you in your
That sounded
arms?
unpleasant, and I don't fully understand why.
I'm
I-
playing Dimlim as socially questionable.
You really are. You're succeeding.
I
Mount my
which
snake body.
Oh God.
if that is your preference, I will do so. And Hattie will sit on Dimblim's long tail body thing because he's snake.
Yes, because I'm
And
snake.
grip onto your shoulders.
Yes. And I will still slither through the air.
Oh God, help us all. The slithering
Where-
through the air
where
is
do
upsetting
you-
me, and I don't fully know why it's upsetting me, but it is.
Where do you want to be slithered through?
Oh God, no.
Like
Stop.
here-ish.
You're making
Oh
it
yeah,
worse.
I'm slithering you over the chasms to your dragon friend.
Thank you.
God, that's upsetting.
It shouldn't be. It's not that weird.
I
It
don't know
shouldn't
why this
be.
is bothering me so much.
I can hover through the air, and I can slither through the air. Don't be a snakeist.
Snakest. Oh no.
I'm not being a snakist. I'm just upset by the concept of Dimblum slithering through the air with Hattie riding.
And that's very reptilianistic of
You
you.
can't say it, can you?
Reptilianistic.
Scalist of you.
Scalist, yes, that's the word.
There we
It's
are.
very scalist of you.
And that is where we will end session, knowing that everything else is much more protracted from